All right, so you're thinking about a career change, huh?
Hmm.
Sounds like stone splitters caught your eye.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, you sent over some really cool resources from RoleCatcher.
Hmm.
So we're going to take a deep dive into their career guide, check out their interview prep tools, and see how they use AI to give job seekers a leg up, you know?
What?
See if this whole stone splitter thing is actually, like, up your alley.
Yeah, let's crack it open.
Okay, so when you hear stone splitter, you probably picture, well,
Someone just smashing rocks.
pretty much. But this guide, it's way more nuanced.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about crafting those building blocks we see everywhere. Blocks, cobbles, tiles, even concrete elements.
Mm.
Imagine, right, you're holding a piece of history, a perfectly cut stone that becomes part of, like, a restored archway or something.
It's easy to forget the craftsmanship, you know?
Yeah, totally.
The guide stresses this. Precision, attention to detail, those are key.
Right, right.
It's not just muscle, it's transforming raw materials into these precise components.
And that transformation, it happens in a very specific work environment.
Oh, absolutely.
This guide keeps it real.
Good.
It can be physically demanding, noisy, dusty.
Yeah.
This isn't some cushy 9 to 5. You know what I mean?
No way, no way. The safety stuff they highlight, that's crucial.
Oh, for sure.
You're out there dealing with the elements. It's hands-on, the real deal, not your average desk job.
And that could be a draw for some people, you know?
Oh, totally. The dynamism, the tangible results, the connection to the materials.
Totally, totally. Okay, so we're getting a feel for the day-to-day, but like any job, there are pros and cons.
Right. There's always a trade-off.
The guide does a good job of laying it all out. What are some of those trade-offs someone should think about, you know, if they're considering this?
So on the plus side, you've got the benefits of physical work, the satisfaction of seeing a project through, and often you get to work outdoors. But of course, that comes with, well, the physical demands, weather conditions, sometimes repetitive tasks.
It's finding that balance.
Right.
What matters most to you?
Exactly. One pro that stuck with me was opportunity for creativity, which you might not expect with stone splitting at first.
Interesting.
But the skill it takes to shape those raw materials.
Yeah.
It makes sense, you know? Taking something rough, making it essential, even beautiful.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's more than just splitting. It's contributing to something bigger, something that lasts.
Yeah, yeah.
And speaking of growth, this guy doesn't just leave you at entry level, you know?
Right, there's a whole path.
Yeah, and maps out these career paths, how you can go from apprentice to seasoned pro.
I like that.
Let's walk through those stages because I think it shows the potential here.
So you start as an apprentice, right?
Right.
Learning the ropes from the more experienced stone splitters. It's all about those foundational skills, getting to know the different types of stone, getting comfortable with the tools.
Yeah, like a paid apprenticeship, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Building that foundation, you know.
Totally. And from there, you can move up to junior stone splitter.
Okay, so you're not just the apprentice anymore.
Exactly. More responsibility. You might start specializing in a certain type of stone cutting.
Okay.
Or mastering a particular technique. And this is where that safety focus becomes even bigger, you know?
Oh, I bet, yeah.
You're more independent, but that means you need even more awareness, more caution.
Right, because it's on you.
Exactly.
Okay, so more responsibility, but also more, like, room to refine your craft.
For sure, yeah.
And then, if you put in the work, you can become like a full-fledged stone splitter.
Right. That's where you're not just following instructions anymore.
We're leading projects.
Well, you're making decisions, solving problems, maybe even training the newer folks.
Oh, wow.
The guide makes a point of saying experience, and those specialized skills, they're super valuable at this stage.
Yeah, because you've got the knowledge.
Right, and often that means higher pay, too.
Makes sense, makes sense. And it doesn't even end there, does it?
Nope. If you're ambitious, you can aim for senior stone splitter.
Which sounds, I don't know, next level.
Oh, it is. It is. Think like project management, overseeing the big jobs,
Wow.
ensuring quality control, guiding a whole team.
It's a leadership role.
Absolutely. It's the natural path if you've got those leadership skills, deep understanding of the craft.
It's crazy how this guide lays out such a, like, tangible path.
It's impressive, yeah.
You start with the basics, and with experience, with learning, you can build this whole career.
It's inspiring almost.
Totally. Speaking of which, the resources you sent, they also talk about how RoleCatcher can help people actually land these jobs.
Oh, yeah, their interview prep is amazing.
Their interview prep section, it's intense. Over 120,000 practice questions.
It's wild.
It's like they thought of everything a stone splitter might get asked, you know?
It's not even just the number of questions, it's how they use AI to give you feedback.
Oh, tell me more about that.
So imagine you practice your answers, record yourself,
Okay.
and then their AI analyzes it, your delivery, how clear you are, even your body language.
No way.
Yeah, that's
That takes the fear out of interviewing, I bet.
for sure. It's like having a coach in your pocket.
Totally, totally. And they don't stop there. RoleCatcher uses AI for your CV too, right?
Yeah, they help you optimize it, make sure it really stands out.
It's like AI proofreading for you.
Basically, it analyzes job descriptions, sees what skills they're really looking for, and helps you tailor everything.
Wow, that's smart.
Yeah, so you're not just sending out a generic CV, you're sending something targeted.
That's got to make a difference.
Huge difference. And then there's the employer matching, which is like a game changer.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So instead of just like crossing your fingers and hoping someone sees your application,
Right.
RoleCatcher actually connects you with employers who are like actively searching for someone with your skills.
So it's more proactive.
Exactly. It's about visibility, making those connections happen faster.
It's like they're streamlining the whole process.
Exactly. They've really thought about how to make this less stressful for job seekers, you know?
Yeah, it's less like wandering in the dark.
Totally. More transparency, more control.
I like it. Okay, so we've gone pretty deep into this whole stone splitter world.
We really have.
What are your final takeaways? What should our listener be thinking about after all this?
I'd say if you like working with your hands, seeing the results, if you like that precision, that craftsmanship, stone splitter is worth a look.
Definitely not your average desk job.
Not at all. And like we said, there's real potential for growth, and RoleCatcher can help you every step of the way.
It's cool how they've taken this old craft and shown how it fits into, like, the modern job market.
Yeah, it's not just about showing you the career, it's about giving you the tools to actually go for it.
Totally. And before we wrap up, we always like to leave everyone with something to, chew on.
I like it. Keep them thinking.
The RoleCatcher stuff mentioned how technology is changing stone cutting, right?
Oh yeah, it's evolving all the time.
So what do you think, what kind of crazy tech will stone splitters be using down the line? Laser-guided cutting. Robots.
Oh, totally. Maybe even 3D printing with stone, you know?
It's wild to think about.
It really is. It shows how important it is to adapt, to keep learning, even in a field as old as this.
No matter what, things change.
Exactly.
That's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. Hopefully this gave you a good picture of what a stone splitter actually does.
And how RoleCatcher can help you get there.
Exactly. Keep those minds curious, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive.